A Mega Man game? Since when does that ever happen? Aren't you tired of the stress of everyday life? So much is happening all over the world. It can really take a toll on you. Such as Dr. Wily. Wouldn't it be good to just escape? The open seas are free from all troubles. Leave them all behind on the mainland and enjoy the luxury and relaxation you truly deserve. Yes, no troubles in the open seas. You know, except drowning, storms, waves, everything. Not a fan of the tropical heat and bright sunshine? Our 48th annual cruise fair event is all just for you. Travel to all kinds of exotic locations using the power of simulations. The SS Elroy sails for 7 weeks of paradise, starting in 2 days. Get your tickets while you still can for the affordable price of 50k zenny. That's a lot of zenny. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I'll tell you what could go wrong. Everything. Including having to replay this because my recording got all fouled up. So, hello everyone, Dr. Novocaine is in the house, and the prescription for today is make a good 48-hour Mega Man level. A contest that has been quite some time in the making. And, as usual, we gotta go to our options, but I've mostly set up everything that I wanted to set up, so... But we have the weapon wheel back, if you remember from Mag Mammal episode 0. That's a kind of a quick swap types thing. I won't be using that too much, most likely, but it's there. And these are we've got a few quality of life type of options here. These are basically accommodation. You know, hold toggle, I'm not sure what that is offhand, but auto fire and auto charge, those are pretty obvious. And that just reduces the amount of button pressing, button holding that you have to use if you are having issues with that sort of thing. Graphical options, pretty much the same as usual. I like the Mega Man 9 and 10 colors. I don't think it's that different, but Oh yeah, and there's another accommodation thing, hard text overlays. I'm not going to be having these on because this is not an issue for me, but for those who have issues with reading the text as it is, you can adjust that. Audio options are what they are. And of course, I like to have the damage pop up, the charge bar, and instant pickups. These other ones, they're not really my thing for the most part, but they're useful for some people, I'm sure. So, let me give, before I start, a little brief background. I recorded, like 7 episodes of this in a batch, just a few days ago. 6 of those episodes are completely unusable. What happened, I'm not exactly sure why, but when I was setting up my controls, it caused my audio settings on my recording program, OBS, to get shifted to something not good. Again, I'm not sure why, but the end result was the game audio was reduced and the mic audio was massively reduced, such that you basically could not hear me at all. And as much as I tried, I could not do any audio editing to bring out the voice enough to make it viable. So, unfortunately, my first impressions of most of Tier 1 are basically gone. It's a shame. But what can I do? On the plus side, one thing will go a little bit smoother. I did also swap controllers after the first couple episodes because I was having a lot of issues with random up direction issues again. Not so much with this new controller, which is actually it's a USB wireless controller, which I was kind of not sure would actually work all that well, but I picked one up just to try it out, and so far it's been super smooth. So, it is what it is. Let's get started because these first couple episodes are going to be pretty heavy. And yes, this is my old save. I'm probably actually going to go back to this once I've caught up to where I should be. But just for the sake of making sure everything, nothing gets missed, I'm going to do a new save until then. All more talking than you probably need, but whatever. Okay, Dr. Light, that should be the last of our luggage. Are you sure this is our room, though? What's wrong? I find it quite fancy myself. It's a bit cramped, to say the least. This is a lot of people for one room. Only 2 beds? Seriously? 2 people are going to be sleeping on the floor. Dibs on the first bed. Dibs on the second. Huh? That's not fair. Are you seriously going to let Dr. Light sleep on the floor? Mega Man, as usual, completely unconcerned about himself. You should be ashamed of yourself, Otto. Narrow eyes at roll. What? Why me? All right. Settle down, everyone. None of us are sleeping on the floor except Rush and Tango. Hey, let the pets on the bed. I built you all, remember? I'm not harebrained enough to buy a double bedroom for no reason. You sure were cheap enough to, though. Witness, my children, and Otto, the power of simulation technology. Also known as Dr. Light just pulling a capsule that's twice his frickin' size out of frickin' nowhere and hurling it against the wall. Dude, what are your secrets? All right, Otto, let's go. And they're off. Whoa, a jacuzzi, king-size beds, a private mariachi band, bunny shh, quiet, Otto. Anyway, children, this simulation is a simple extension of our current room. As if, let us in. No. I love it. Just a straight, flat no. Well, we're all settled in now. Go out and do whatever. This is our vacation, after all. All right, I really wanted to check out that simulation fair. Let's go, Rush. Eddie, Tango, Beat, you guys stay with Roll for now. Wait, Beat? Where is he? Yes, the room is noticeably devoid of bird. Maybe you got distracted by a bag of birdseed or something. It's a robot bird. Why would it doesn't need to eat birdseed? Never mind. Just don't ask. You should go look for him if you're going to explore the cruise anyway. I hope we didn't stray too far. Dig for the letter plates in our luggage just in case. Yes, coming prepared apparently. And we have Mega Man! Doing what Mega Man usually does. And we have weapons, as you can see here. I'll go over those later because we're going to have a reason to. So, but we also have items. And there will actually be more in this, but just to show off, We just start with an energy balancer, as is like basically the standard protocol for every Mega Man game nowadays. Or every Mega Man fan game, at least. And it can be disabled with a simple press of the jump button. Of course, I'm not going to do that, because why would I ever want to disable the energy balancer? And here's Dr. Light. Ha! I'm going to relax here for a while, too. How do you like the coating on this, Otto? Feels real, right? Otto has nothing to say. He's probably too distracted by the bunny girls. I'm going to chill here for a while, if you don't mind. I'll find a way into that capsule sooner or later. I'm not going to be sticking around for that. And if we go back in, Rush appears here again. Making a good rest, but he'll be there when we need him. Anyway, let's talk to GSQ. As the Assistant Cruise Director, I would like to personally thank you for joining us on the SS Elroy. It's an honor to have the famous Mega Man aboard our ship. I trust my staff will take superb care of you. If you have any questions, the Information Center is up this ladder and the social host is down these stairs. On behalf of Elroy Enterprises, please enjoy this gift of 2 E-Tanks and 2 W-Tanks to start your voyage right. Yep, that's 2 and 2. And for those who aren't familiar with the in-joke, SS Elroy is a play on someone who goes by the username Cruise Elroy. Yes, we're on the Cruise Elroy. But anyway, there will never be an escape from puns. Here is Surare Stamp. Hello there, little fella. I'll be your social host for this cruise. Can I answer any questions for you? Yes, we've got lots of questions. This entire first episode is going to be very talky. I apologize. Actually, probably the first 2 episodes will be. Where are the simulations? Tier 1 and Tier 11 are opposite ends of the ship. This elevator leads to the rest of the tiers. After opening the elevator doors, press up or down to select the tier you want. To return to the deck, go all the way down. Jump confirms, shoot cancels. I don't know why they labeled the elevator buttons jump and shoot, but there you go. Yeah, it's a player mechanic. Don't think too much about it. Anyway, there is a lot in this hub. This guy will go over some of it. Here on the main deck, there are several points of interest. Above your cabin is the Information Center, which is a great place to start. We'll be going there next. Above that is a weapon training course. It's completely optional. You gain nothing but fun and education. Not necessarily true, actually, but we'll get to that. On the same level is the Double Action Boutique, where you can buy new clothes for the voyage. That's the costume shop. Not open yet. Also, there are amenities, but you might like to meet the engineer and the monarch who reside on the level above us. Lastly, the ocean is conveniently located outside the ship. Should the ocean be located inside the ship, please contact a crew member immediately. I love that line. It is the epitome of dry humor, which is ironic because it's talking about the ocean. Have you seen Beat? As in Beat the Bird? No, he hasn't been through here. Of course, birds aren't known for using elevators. I suppose that it's not impossible. If you keep asking around, I'm sure you'll find them. Be sure to check the cabins too. Good luck. Yep, so we're on a hunt for Beat. And until we actually find him, we're kind of walled in. So this is automatic. This wasn't triggered by anything. I should go look around more before I go that way. Beat might be in one of the cabins. So there are places there's only a smattering of places that we can go at the moment until we find Beat. I know where Beat is, but I'm going to take the long way. Here's Pilodon Turret. I really relate to the guy who lives down the hall. He shoves random objects together to make new and better things. Interesting. We'll have to find out what that's all about. But first, the Information Center with Iota. Greetings, player. I have frozen Mega Man in time to speak to you directly. Ask me your questions, player. That is a conceit. But no, this is actual information about the contest itself. This game, called Mag 48 MML, or just 48 for H for short. Mag 48H MML is, to be perfectly honest, the worst, and I will not be calling it that. Started as a public contest held in the summer of 2018. Yeah, this was, the submissions for this were a few months before the submissions for MagMammal 3, actually. Contestants had 48 hours to design and submit a Mega Man level using assets from Virtual Mystery Box. To explain that a little more clearly, the submission period was not 48 hours. It was over the course of a month, but basically you get a box and a countdown timer starts. And you have to submit the level within that 48 hours if you use that box. Now you can re-roll a box and not use that one that you got, but you could only get, I think, 3 boxes at maximum. And yeah, you're not guaranteed to get anything good. Each box contained a random selection of 3 enemies and 2 gimmicks from across the entire classic Mega Man series. So yes, each box had 3 enemies and 2 gimmicks, which is just like any sort of platforming mechanism. It doesn't have to be a custom platform, it can be some other sort of thing. You'll be seeing plenty of them, believe me. A panel of judges played, scored, and reviewed the levels, while team programmers, level designers, artists, and composers and writers developed additional content to accompany the levels. This whole process took about 3 years, resulting in the game you're playing now. And one more note, the box was just what you were supposed to build your level around. It wasn't necessarily meant to be the only things you could use in your level. This is something that I have not particularly internalized when it comes to boxes. So that might explain the placement of my level in this. Yes, I do already know the placement of my level. I looked at the scoring results, because there wasn't any stream or anything. So I'll know when we get there. It's not super high, but it's not terrible either. So, yeah, look forward to that. Tell me about the levels. Levels, called simulations by the characters on the ship, are arranged into tiers based on their average of the judge scores. The scores are out of 100. 35 points for design, 15 for creativity, 10 for functionality, 25 for fun, and 15 for aesthetics. Late submissions were penalized with a score cap, -1 for the maximum possible score for every minute beyond 48 hours. So yeah, every minute beyond 48 hours. That can lead to some hefty penalties. You'll be seeing. In general, levels are exactly as submitted. If the dev team needed to fix something, a functionality penalty was given. Level teleporters have signs with the placement, creator, title, total score, individual judge scores, and reviews. There are 11 tiers in all. We suggest you start at the bottom with tier 1 and work your way up to tier 11. Of course, that's what I'll be doing. Also, one thing that Iota doesn't say, but that will be seen, is that the box elements that each player got will be displayed above in a sign above the level, so you'll get to see what was meant to be used. So, let's go over our judges. Parmesan! Good point, long-time fan. Bad point, very busy. Yes, one could say almost a roadblock. Like creativity, dislike negativity. PK Wishi. Good point, enjoys fun. Bad point, critical. Like Toho. Let's hope there's not too many of those levels in here. Dislike bad intros. MJack. Good point. Deep thoughts. Bad point. Polarizing. Yes, that is an understatement. Like clear theming. Dislike wily levels. I'll go ahead and spoil this right now. At least as far as tier 1, I am very much not in sync with MJack. We'll go over that. Frames. Good point. Has cat. Debatable. Bad point. Loud. Irrelevant. Good tunes. Dislike wasting time. I don't like wasting time either. which is why I'm doing so much of it. Anything else we should know? The aim of the game is to collect all the energy elements. Each level has one. Yes, there's no multi-exit shenanigans in this game. One energy element per level. If a level has a skip teleport at the start, you may use it to collect the energy element without playing the level. That's a thing that can happen. There are certain cases where you might want to do that. Optional side quests become available as the game progresses. Side quests and energy elements count towards 100% completion. Retry takes you back to the last checkpoint, exit returns you to the hub. But good to know that retry is the last checkpoint, not to the start of the level necessarily. And of course, there's all the basics. Slide, charge, tanks, bolts, and infinite lives. That's a conceit from the contest, and also kind of been implemented in some newer fan games too. Lives, sort of an outmoded concept, but they're gonna stick around for sure. Alright, well, we've been through all of that. This is the training center. We're going here later. We will be going here for sure in the next episode. Taban, what time is it? Ack, too bright to be awake. Ugh, I hate daylight. I wish the sun would die in a fire. I'm pretty sure the sun is fire, so that would be kind of hard. Well, technically, I suppose it's a giant ball of perpetual explosions, but who's counting? This door is locked. You give it a little kick, but doesn't open. Yeah, there's a lot of locked cabin doors around. They'll be opening up later, I'm sure. Here's the Sumatron. I've had 0 cups of coffee today. Time to fix that. You're a cat. You do not need coffee. This door is locked. You hear odd muttering coming from inside the room. That's not suspicious at all. Oh, and of course we have to go back here too, because there's other important stuff. This guy is very quiet. His eyes are shaded. He must be a bad guy. You barge into my room and you have the audacity to just stare at me without saying anything. That's audacity? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. If you're a killer robot, just kill me already. If you're a marketing robot, kill me anyway. Relatable. No, there's a misunderstanding here. I'm Mega Man. I just saw the door was open and, is everything okay? You look quite down, sir. Is it something personal? Yes, that's Mega Man getting up in everyone's personal business. Jeez, am I really getting a checkup from the Blue Bomber? What, are you going to prescribe me something? Clearly you need to prescribe a chill pill. Actually, if you waltz into the pharmacy, you can use your reputation to get anything you want, right? I don't like where this conversation is going. Come on, help me out here. Get me some pills. Nope. Just say no. Are you ill? I don't detect any signs of a cold or anything like that. What should I get you? Okay, that's beyond having the AI age of a child. You should stop being so naive. No, let's not. I wish there were meds for what I have. I could just pop a pill, remember everything, and go back to my home. Instead of living on this looting ship and getting pep talks from robot children. He's such a nice guy, isn't he? You're suffering from memory loss? That's really sad. If you look on the bright side, though, they're letting you live on this fancy cruise ship for free, right? Meh, you get tired of the blue seats pretty quickly. Not to mention, I'm not living here entirely for free. The only thing I remember from my past is engineering. I mean, if you're going to remember something, at least you remember a marketable skill. After they found me passed out with no memories and they found out about my skill with machinery, they realized they could pay me less than minimum wage to do maintenance on this ship and crew in exchange for lodging. Oh, I'm sorry. Not as bad as it sounds, kid. Tweaking machines and making stuff out of scrap is the one thing that brings me joy. Come to think of it, You're a fighting mind machine, aren't you, kid? Did I just say fighty mind? My tongue apparently does not agree with recording these. Eco-efficient engines, advanced IC chip functionality, that variable weapon system. That's it, I've decided. You're gonna be a bad guy? I'm going to open you up and see your insides! Ah, you're gonna be a bad guy! I'm just messing with you, kid. Get up. Ah, he has eyes! Say, they say trouble follows you everywhere you go. I'm assuming some crazy stuff's going to happen with you around. If you're going to be running around all over the ship, be on the lookout for junk. The tourists on these trips always carry around a lot of junk that they don't know what to do with. If you do even the smallest nice thing for them, they'll use it as a chance to offload it on you as a reward. If they do, bring that junk to me. I'll pay you back for your effort by turning the junk into useful stuff for you. If I'm able to. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Nothing crazy will happen just because I'm here. I'm just on vacation. Yes, Mega Man is just on vacation. In full power armor. Because that's a normal thing to do on vacation. Just by saying that, you've jinxed it and doomed us all. Good going, kid. Either way, I'll keep the door open for you, so pass it by whenever you get something neat. The name's Joseph. They gave me the name Joe since I couldn't recall my real name, but Joe is an awful name, so I tweaked it. Well, that's probably a good thing. I mean, goodness knows there's enough Joes going to be in the simulations already, I'm sure. Alright, so that's Joseph. He is our upgrades guy. We get the junk, we bring it to him, he gives us upgrades. That's right, we don't buy it from a shop. There actually is no real shop on this ship. So things are going to be a little bit different. And this is one of the few open cabins. I'm so excited for the party I'm hosting later. Mega Man, you should join us. Well, we'll just have to keep in mind that there's a party later. The store's locked. You wish you had a map to keep track of whose cabin is whose. Well, I'm sure I'll be finding out soon enough. The store is locked, and the handle is wet. Ew. And let's talk to Buse. I wanted a job at the E-Tank. I wanted a job at the E-Tank shop, but can you believe it? There is no shop. It's a shame. I would have made a great can opener. Yep, as I said, no shop. But we'll still have plenty to spend bolts on, I'm sure. And here's Lyric. What do you got to say, Lyric? Who let the dogs out? Who? I did. And down to Tataho. What's in these crates, you ask? The blue one under me is full of bubble generators from Pumpman. I'll bet everybody forgot these things even exist. Oh, those things. I wish I could forget they existed. Oh, so you're only going to talk about the blue ones, huh? Alright, we'll have to check it back later. I'm sure he'll have more to say. Alright. This door is locked. You'd be hard-pressed to find a way in without the key. This door is not locked. And we have a lightning lord. I often think about swapping out this cloud for something else. Like, it's nice and all, but I wonder if it's truly me. I'm on this cruise to figure out some things about myself. Maybe it's time for a change. Sure, we'll keep that in mind. That will surely be relevant to us at some point in the future, despite the fact that it's entirely random. This door is locked. You get a sudden urge to read a trashy gossip magazine. I don't think I've ever had that urge. The door is locked. It sounds like something inside just went bep bep. What goes bep bep? Your guess is as good as mine. We'll get back to that. This door is locked. Just being near this room makes you feel better for some reason. This door is locked. The air around it is deep. Can air even be deep? Anyway, it makes your head hurt. Yes, you may have seen a big fish. You are not imagining things. This door is locked. It's functionally the same as other doors, but made of rare materials that make it more expensive. Why? Who knows? This door is locked. The room inside is suspiciously silent. Why is that suspicious? Maybe it's just empty. And yeah, we're walled off. That big fish likes to appear. Oh, and there's the Bep. And we're walled off there. This door's locked. You could probably jimmy the lock with a credit card if you had to. I don't know why we had to, but we can do it. This door's locked. You can hear intense grinding noises inside the room. There's a grinder in there? Possibly a mad one? This must be the Double Action Boutique advertised in the cruise line's brochure. Looks like it's not open yet. It will be eventually, but not at the moment. So we've explored a lot over here, but we still haven't found Beat. Where could he possibly be? Certainly not in this room with this suspicious wing icon over it, could it? Yeah. This room has gone to the birds. Well, this is crazy. There are so many birds in here. Wait, is that Beat? I've been looking for you. So you've been having a party, huh? You had me real worried there. Ah, my royal senses detect an ally to birdkind. But hold on a second. Aren't you Mega Man? The Mega Man? Yeah, that would be me. Are you watching over this room while your owner is away? Oh ho ho! I, Deleuze Pippi, have no owner. And neither does any other bird here. Side note, do not ask me what a Deleuze is. Welcome to the birthgrounds of the Avian Kingdom! Robot birds are treated like toys for many people in our age. I hope to create a place where they can live in peace. Wow, that's truly commendable. I should be the one saying that. Your pet Beat has told us many tales of how good you've been to him. You'll always be welcome here and in the future Avian Kingdom for your bird-helping efforts. Well, Beat isn't really my pet, but alas! Even though we just met, we already require assistance from you. Yes, we have the protagonist's curse. Everyone in our life needs our help. Truly, your great love of birds will not let you refuse this offer. Offer? To tell you the truth, building a kingdom is not easy. We need resources, many resources. I've heard of how many bolts you tend to accrue in your adventures. Well, that is correct, but I'm on vacation, right? Good, good. Now let us form a pact for the good of all birdkind. I'd like to ask you for the bolts you find on your quest. Worry not, we shall not leave you empty-handed. In exchange for your bravery and efforts, you shall be rewarded. I shall teach your avian friend how to unlock his true potential. Well, Beat certainly seems to like the idea. You've got a deal then. I'll come to you with any bolts I find. And it is settled! As an agreement bonus, I'll teach Beat one move for free. Apologies, but you'll need to close your eyes for a moment. The tricks of the trade are of utmost secrecy. Yeah, well, I can close my eyes all I want, but I can still hear you. This move is the Beat attack. Get into a scuffle with a fiendish enemy, and Beat will assist in your assault. As long as you have enough weapon energy, Beat will target nearby enemies and attack. He won't target bosses, however. And as a reminder, if you ever want to put on one of Beat's moves on pause, simply disable them in the pause menu. That is all for now, but I look forward to our further dealings, Mega Man. Alright, so we have acquired Beat, and that means a lot more is opened up to us now. But we'll take care of that in the next episode. That's all from me for now. Until next time, this is Doc. I'll see you later.